On the island of Sodor, lots of construction vehicles are always working. But no one has ever been a grumpy construction vehicle than George the Steamroller. One morning, all the engines were gossiping about him in the sheds.
Boy, didn't you see him last week? Last week he tormented me about my black paint work. He said I looked like I just crashed into some tar wagons, which happened in 1914.
Wait till I give him a piece of my mind, said Crovan. The next day, Crovan was due to shut some coaches in the yard, until he saw a green steamroller. It was George.
Idiots,
said George. Well, good morning to you too, Flatface, said Crovan.
What did you just call me?
Said George. I called you Flatface, said Crovan. So what?
So what?
Said George.
No engine has ever messed with me, but now you've done it. You're going to deal with the green steamroller demon.
Whatever, said Crovan, and he puffed away. George had decided to come up with a plan to teach Crovan a lesson. The next day, the thin controller came over to see Crovan.
Ivor has taken ill, he said, so you will have to shunt in the yards. You will have to go to the mainland to do that.
Of course, sir, said Crovan. A few hours later, Crovan was ready to go. George had beaten Crovan over to the other side of the railway. He was aiming to hit the bridge right before Crovan would cross it. George had hit one of the supports, which had weakened the bridge.
Ha ha,
said George.
If Crovan crosses that bridge, then he will get crushed into an engine pancake. Mwahahaha!
Cackled George. George's driver was shocked at once.
What are you doing? Fix that bridge at once!
He barked.
No, I will not,
said George. Then they both heard a whistle.
Well, that's my cue to vamoose,
said George. Oof! But he crashed right into the bridge support. Crovan was coming at a tremendous speed. Ah! Shouted Crovan. The thin controller was most upset.
I did not expect two vehicles to crash, both at the same time, at the same place.
We're sorry, they said.
I was willing to send one of you away and keep the other one, but
he paused for a moment.
You know what? I'll keep both of you. No one's going away.
Crovan and George could hardly agree.